All new tonight, time's up for 10 boaters who've overstayed their temporary harbor permits. The state has begun impounding vessels, and one owner tells us he could lose his boat even though he's current on his rent. Rick Desog has tonight's top story.
Scott Wagner's 58-foot-long sailboat, Windy, has been docked at the Ala Wai Small Boat Harbor since October under a temporary mooring permit. But last week, the state threatened to impound his boat if he didn't move it from the harbor because his temporary permit, which was good for 120 days, had expired.
I'm being kicked out of Ala Wai. I have nowhere to go. The state has a monopoly on marinas, and they will not let me stay here.
He's asking the state for extra time to repair his boat so he can sail it back to Mexico. He says his autopilot mechanism has been damaged and that the parts needed to fix it have been delayed by supply chain disruptions.
There are slips everywhere. There's room everywhere. There's room in Kehi. This marina is probably only 60% full, but they just simply look at a piece of paper and they say you can't be here.
Wagner says he's current on his rent, but the state disputes that. The state also says that Hawaii administrative rules don't allow the state agency to provide extensions beyond 120 days. The department added that Wagner can move his boat to other state harbors or even to privately owned ones. But Wagner says the other harbors are just too small.
This is essentially the only marina that can fit my size boat, and they will not let me stay here or any other state marina.
Wagner is one of 10 boat owners who were recently issued these notices for overstaying their 120-day period. Rather than pay the impoundment fees, Wagner says many boat owners will simply abandon their boats.
There are 5 or 6 impounded boats that are chained to the dock. And so if you pay your bill here, you cannot stay. But if you abandon your boat here and it's impounded, the boats stay for years, just chained to the dock, not generating any revenue. Well, so there's a joke among, the cruising community. Everyone knows it. Hawaii is where boats go to die.
The state says boat owners can contest the notices by seeking an administrative hearing within 5 days. Rick Desog, Hawaii News Now.